I guess we just kept missing each other at different parties and whatever. Yeah. But when she gave us the scene together, we were like, there's no way.
This, right? It's just like when I was in Pretty Woman, when I first met Julia Roberts.
Oh my gosh, people say that I look like a young Julia Roberts. Do you see it?
Totally.
Yeah, as a type, yeah. Julia was a little bit of a...
Oh, you were so bad in that movie. Your character was so evil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well...
And Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, they had so much chemistry, am I right?
Yeah.
Like me and Gabriel. So we're doing this scene, and, we didn't really know about each other. Or did you kind of know who I was?
Yeah, no, I know who you are.
No.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How sweet is he?
Unbelievably sweet.
Anyways, so we just had like this real connection between us. And at first I thought that it was just the scene, but then it totally became more than the scene, right?
Yeah, totally.
It's like in Seinfeld, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Oh my gosh, my parents love that show. I never really watched it.
Really?
I did watch a lot of Friends in college. Were you ever on Friends?
I played a guy who sold printer toner and was suicidal.
Yeah, he was actually super funny.
Oh, I bet. And how amazing is Jennifer Aniston, am I right? Oh, I totally forgot. I have that callback for the Larry David project tomorrow, so I should go.
Well, say hi for me.
Why?
Because I know him.
Oh, how? Did you guys work together?
Yeah, on Seinfeld.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that he was on that too. Oh, well, it was so great to meet you, Mr. Alexander. Thank you so much for dinner. See you later. Bye.
Bye. So?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Nice girl. And she's a friend, right?
Yeah, well, a little bit more than a friend. We're kind of been seeing each other a little bit.
Okay.
What aren't you saying?
I would be a little bit concerned, and I have nothing on this, but I'd be a little bit concerned that she's, an actress.
And?
Well, in general, I don't think it's the best idea to date an actress.
Really?
In general. Generally speaking.
Right. But I spend like 90% of my time pretty specifically with actors and actresses, so if I'm going to date anybody, it just seems like
If it were me, I would put a little more of my attention on that other 10%.
Why?
It's very hard to maintain a relationship with an actress. What does she do for a living? She pretends to feel things that are not legitimately her.
Right, which is what we all do because we're actors.
Right, and as such, you do a little romantic scene in class, and suddenly the line between reality and fantasy gets a little blurry.
No.
And now you don't know whether what she's putting out is the character or the actress. It's very hard to tell.
We did that scene 3 weeks ago. You think that she's still in character?
Look, let's say she's sometime working on a project and she has to do a romantic scene, a love scene, maybe a make-out scene, maybe a naked make-out scene.
Sure.
How do you feel?
I don't know, man. Not great.
That's right, not great, possibly even diminished.
I wouldn't say diminished.
Okay, somewhere between not great and diminished. Let's say you're both out there now. You're both out there working hard, but you're struggling, and then all of a sudden, she hits. She's the next big hoo-ha.
Great.
And you are Mr. Next Big Hoo-Ha adjacent.
Sure.
Now, how do you feel?
Dad, you know that I'm pretty good at handling other people's success, right? I have lived my entire life as the son of George Costanza.
Who she's never heard of.
Okay. Is that what this is about? Are you just upset that she doesn't know Seinfeld?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What?
What kind of an egomaniac do you think I am that I would discourage you from having a relationship with somebody just because they may not be a fan of mine?
You refused to give Nicky Barkman a piece of cake at my 6th grade pool party because he didn't laugh when you said, I was in the pool!
Nicky Barkman was teetering on the brink of childhood obesity, and I was merely trying to help that little fat ass avoid a path to early onset diabetes.
Dad, he started crying and you yelled out, Serenity now.
Yeah. That was a great joke.
It was a great joke. I'm not denying that. Nobody would. I'm just saying,
No,
man.
what I'm saying is, and again, nothing on this.
Noted. Okay. So got that.
I don't think you're going to like it if a girl that you are dating suddenly comes the next and you are really just adjacent.
Why am I always adjacent? You know, why can't I be?
Fine. You're both. Okay? Now, she's off in London making a movie for 3 months. You are filming a TV series in Toronto. So she's in London, you're in Toronto. That's 3 months right there. You're never going to see each other.
Well, I'm sure we can find a time to see each other.
You show me how. She's in London, you're in Toronto.
Well, why don't we both just shoot in Toronto?
They're not moving the shoot from London to Toronto for you, Gabe. You don't control those decisions.
Why are you yelling?
Because you're sacrificing the integrity of 2 projects to try and save this hopeless relationship.
Yeah, there are no projects. There's not even really a relationship at this point, but she's smart and funny and beautiful, and I don't need to explain the business to her. You know, if I tell her I had an audition, she doesn't say, "Oh, did you get it?" Because when you try and tell someone who's not in the business that you had an audition, they say, "Oh, did you get it?" And then I have to say, "I don't know, probably not." And then they say, "Oh, well, why not?" And you say, "Well, because they just said thank you and that was it." And they say, "Well, what does thank you mean?" And then you say, "Well, I don't really know. No one actually knows what thank you means at this point. At this point, it's the same as saying nothing." And then they say, "Well, that's silly. Why don't they be more fun about it?" And you say, "Because it's a stupid business." And that is a conversation I wouldn't need to have if my girlfriend was an actress.
I was with you for part of that, and then you kind of spiraled off.
It's been a tough week.
All right, look, let's come at this a different way, all right? Is Mom an actress?
No.
How long have she and I been together?
Been married for 35 years?
35 years. All right, so now let's look at all the actor and actress couples that have been together a long time. Okay. All right, so you got Brad Pitt and Angelina. Oops.
Wow, that's a fresh cut that you're digging into.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer. Oops. Katie Holmes and Tom. Oops.
Okay. You know, for every single couple that you're naming, I could name a celebrity couple who is still together. Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell, they're still together.
5 years.
Why do you know that?
I don't know that. It could be less. It's not 35 years. Don't worry, they'll oops.
Okay. Chris Pratt and Anna Faris.
How long have they been together?
Many years.
35 years?
I'm not honestly sure that they are 35 years old.
So you're making my point for me. Longevity gets challenged.
Dad, I'm not trying to marry this girl. At this point, we're not even really dating, so it's a hey.
Hi. I'm sorry. I thought I left my phone here. I couldn't find it anywhere in my car.
You're holding your phone.
Well, that's, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so stupid. Mr. Alexander, I was thinking about how I must have sounded, and the thing is, my family didn't really let me watch TV growing up, so that's why I never really saw Seinfeld. But I'm a huge geek about musicals, and I saw you when you were in Bye Bye Birdie on TV, and I adored you, and then Cinderella, and Christmas Carol, and of course, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. But I just wanted to tell you how much your work has inspired me. It made me want to sing and become an actress. And if I had to come back and tell you how much you've meant to me.
That is so sweet, and I'm really touched. Thank you.
I feel kind of silly that I don't know any of your other work.
From the bottom of my heart.
He has nothing on it.
I have nothing on it. And I have to say, you make me very proud of my son. He really knows how to pick a girlfriend.
Oh, no. I'm not his girlfriend.
Yeah, well, this is what I was trying to explain.
I don't date actors.
What?
Generally speaking, it just tends to get a little weird, you know, because what if one of you makes it and the other one doesn't? Or if you're working on separate projects, it would get hard.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't at least try. I mean, especially when you have the kind of connection that the two of you have.
Okay, sure, but what about longevity?
No, because there's a lot of celebrity couples that actually do very well. Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard.
Well, they've been together like for 5 years.
That's my point. 5 years. That's a very good start.
Okay, well, Brad and Angelina, you have to make it over that like 11-year
That's true, but that's an exception because
How do you know if you're the exception to the rule?
you don't know. Yet there are no guarantees in life, Gabe. Listen, Gabe may not be an actor a year from now, right?
Who's to say, right?
And then, problem over.